again, this is a multi-step equation, and the reason why we know that this is a multi-step equation is because we have a addition over here, we have a subtraction over here, we have multiplication over here, and we have radical. So I can see that I think there should be at least 4 steps here that we'll have to do to solve this. So this is a multi-step. But we can solve this. Alright, so let's begin. Let's start working on this. I'm going to erase this out because I don't actually need this. Alright, so let's start with rewriting this. I love to rewrite the question, or at least the math part. It helps me internalize it. Okay, so 3x minus 5 plus 2 equals 6. I need to get this radical part by itself. So I'm going to put a parenthesis around it, and then I'm going to ask myself, is there anything else outside this parenthesis? Yes, I see a plus 2. So how do I get rid of this plus 2? I subtracted it from both sides. Alright, so once I do that, what do I get? 3x minus 5 equals 6 minus 2, which is 4. That was my first step. Now, do I have the radical by itself on this side? Yes, I do. What am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to raise it by the power by the index. What is my index? My index is 2. How do I know it's 2? It's because there is no index. When there is no index, the index is 2. So I'm going to raise it by 2. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side of the equation as well. Alright, so what happens when you raise a radical by its index? The radical cancels out. There's no more radical. So what's left over? What's left over is 3x minus 5 equals 4 squared. What is 4 squared? 4 squared is 16. Alright, now am I done solving this equation? Nope, because now I need to get the x by itself. Now I see that the x is being multiplied by 3, and then there's a 5 being subtracted from it. So do I take care of the multiplication first, or do I take care of the subtraction first? When you're solving, you do the opposite of PEMDAS. So I'm going to take care of the subtraction first. So how do I do the opposite of minus 5? The opposite of minus 5 is positive 5 on both sides. Alrighty, so now that we have addition on both sides, we're going to be able to cancel the subtraction right here. So what do I get? Alrighty. So now we're one step closer. We got rid of this negative minus 5, so we have 3x equals 16 plus 5, which is 21. Now we still need to get the x by itself. This time we have a multiplication. So how do I get rid of the multiplication? The opposite of multiplication is division. So I'm going to divide both sides by 3. Very good. So let's divide both sides by 3. And when I do that, I end up with the x by itself. So what is x equals? X is equals 21 divided by 3. 21 divided by 3 is 7. Very good. Now that's my answer. I need to go and check. I need to make sure that I got it right. So I'm going to take my original equation, 3x minus 5 plus 2 equals 6, and I'm going to plug in my 7. So I'm going to say square root of 3 times 7 minus 5 plus 2. Does it really equal 6? I'm going to put a question mark here. All right. Let's see, does it equal 6? Well, 3 times 7 is 21. 21 minus 5 plus 2 equals 6. I'm going to put a question mark again. 21 minus 5 is 3 times 7 is 21. So what is 21 minus 5? 21 minus 5 is 16 plus 2 equals 6. I got confused there for a second. And then what's the square root of 16? 4. So 4 plus 2 equals 6. 6 equals 6, and that makes sense. That works. So that means that my answer here is correct. I checked it. X equals 7 indeed works for me. Let me give you a minute to take notes.